In this video, we're going to be doing tucks, and what a tuck is sort of a decorative pleat that you can use on making a wardrobe. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like. So I just wanted to show you an example of this. You can see the lines right here. This is what we're going to be attempting to do. I guess it's kind of an outward dart, but it's kind of used for decorative purposes. I've already done one example here so you can see what it looks like when we're finished. This is one side of this jacket. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the pattern piece so we can get started on how to make this. This is the pattern showing us how to do our tucks, or where our tucks are going to be for this particular one. I'm going to focus on this one even though I have 3 of them. So you're going to see a bunch of numbers up at the top. These numbers represent the size that you're doing. So this one is 8, this one's 10 to 12, this one's 8 through 16, and so on. So basically what you're going to do is find the size that you cut your pattern out. So if you're a 10, you look for the 10. So I have a 10 at this line here, and then I have a 10 at this line here. So then what I'm going to do is take my pattern, lay it over my fabric piece that was cut out from this pattern, and I'm going to transfer this dotted line and this dotted line onto my piece. These are about a 1/2 inch apart from this size to this one. And I'm going to do it for each one of these. They're all the same, they're just different lengths. So the general idea is what's going to happen is that after you have these lines transferred, you're going to pinch your fabric so that it is folded in half, causing a bump into your fabric. So it should be folded directly in half. Then you're going to, on one side where you see your line, you're going to stitch along the line that you had drawn, and that's what creates the pleat. So I've now laid my pattern on top of my piece, and I've transferred the lines, but I'm just going to show you the easiest way that I found to do it. So here's my line, here's a line that I know that I want to mark because of the size I'm doing. I just very carefully fold it up so some of my lines appear at the bottom. I take my chalk and I just carefully mark. I do the same at the top. So I do it for each one of these. After I've done a mark at the bottom and mark at the top, I then remove my pattern and I take a ruler, laying it across, and then I connect my 2 lines with my chalk. This is fleece, so it's a little bit hard to mark. Chalk seems to be the best thing that works, but I just keep rubbing it in until I get my lines dark enough for me to see in order to move on to the next step. So we're going to go ahead and pin our tucks and start to sew them. So I have my lines drawn. The next step would be now to pinch this together like this. So we're folding in half. So now there's a line on this side of my fold and on this side of my fold. To make sure I have it directly in half, I like to stick a pin through my first line and check on the other side if it's going through the line on the other side, which it is. So then I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Check it, it's going through the line, and then finish pinning it. And then I'll probably do a couple more just to make sure it's secure. And that's going through there. And I'll do one more here. Okay, once we've done that, now we're going to bring it over the sewing machine, and I'm going to hold this. So this is going to be on the edge of the machine gauge, and my needle is going to go right along this line now to stitch through both layers. So then when we open it up, we'll have a little fold in the middle, and it'll be increased in going inside on this side. So this is just a regular normal dart, but this side is going to be popping out, so it'll be kind of a cute decorative thing. All right, so I have it pinched together, folded in half. Now I'm just gonna line up my needle so it goes directly into the line I have drawn on one side. Just put my needle in, put the foot down, go forward a couple stitches, back stitch, and then go forward, and just make sure I go slowly so I stay over that line. If I come to a pin, I'm just gonna take it out here. And it's not that long, so it's not going to take me that long to get to the end. And then once I get to the end of my line, I'm just going to do another back stitch, and then I'm just going to continue making my tucks until I have the desired amount that I wish. It's kind of a fun thing to do to spice up whatever wardrobe piece you're making, or a pillow or something like that. So it's kind of just fun to make to spice things up. So I'm going to do back stitch, front stitch. All right, and that's all you have to do. And now you have your tuck. I'm going to cut this off so you can see it, and there it is. So now I'm just going to continue on doing it, and that's basically how you make a tuck.
Our book, Professor Pincushion's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.